Hey guys, it's Sam, here to teach you guys how to make our family's chocolate chip cookies. Alright, now the first step is to preheat your oven to about 375 degrees. Alright, now the second step, we're just going to add about 1 cup of butter. For butter, I'm using this Dare Gold. It's quite nice, but it's only half a cup, so we're going to have 2 of them. So in they go. One and 2. Alright, after adding our butter, we're now going to put in our sugars. First we have our normal sugar, which is going to be about 3/4 cups. Alright, next is our packed 3/4 cups of brown sugar, which we're going to add in right now. Nice and packed. Alright, next we're going to add our vanilla extract, which is going to be 1 teaspoon. So in that goes. Next we're going to add our 2 eggs. So here's 1. There we are. And here's 2. And 2. Now that we're done adding all those ingredients to the bowl, next we have to mix and cream them. So now we're going to gently lower this into the bowl, lock it in place, and we're going to slowly start this out, the creaming process. Alright, now that the ingredients are done mixing, we're going to unlatch this, lift it up, and our dough should be mostly off of that. This is our base of our dough. We're about halfway through the recipe. So these are all of our wets. Our next stage will be our dry ingredients, which we'll be adding into the bowl. Alright, now that we're done with this one, we are going to remove the creamer hook. Thank you, you were very good, you were very good to us. If there's any extra big clumps, now is the time to remove them, but if not, you should be a-okay. Remove the hook and set it aside. Alright, now that we're done with the creamer hook, we're going to pull out our mixer hook, which looks something like this. Should be about this shape. I'm going to quickly attach this and be ready for our next set of ingredients, the dries. Alright, now that we're started on our dries, we are going to now do our flour, which will be about 2 3/4 cups. So here's the first. Here's the second. And our 3/4 cup. Now we'll have a note saying that we will not. Now to note, these won't be packed like the brown sugar was. This will just be roughly leveled off with a butter knife. Alright, next we're going to use a rounded 1/2 teaspoon. Like that. Alright, the next step is we're going to be using 1 teaspoon exactly of baking soda. So in that goes. And that completes our dry ingredients. Next thing all we're going to do is we're going to quickly lower this in. We're going to lock it. And we are going to start the mixing process. Remember when mixing, in case any dry ingredients come out, I'm going to keep this here, but it should be looking pretty good. The dough's coming along rather nicely, if I do say so. Remember, every now and then, to stop it and to get all of the side stuff down, Don't want to miss any of these ingredients, any of this flour. All of this is very relevant to make sure that it is chemically the perfect cookie dough you've ever seen. Turn it up a little bit. Oh, can't forget to wipe this. Don't want any of these ingredients to go to waste either, just like what we wiped up earlier. Pick up the ingredients, make sure nothing flies out. We should be getting a rather nice texture. Once we're done, we're going to unlatch it, pull it up, and here what it will start to look like. Gonna have a nice touch to it, but here's where the really fun part really starts. Now normally the recipe calls for about 2 cups of chocolate chips. So here's the first one, and here's the second. Now in reality, you can do as many chocolate chips as you really want. But just make sure to always remember, there's no such thing as too much chocolate. So you're gonna want to mix this up. Now, as we're mixing this, make sure that every little bit you pull this central goop down because it starts to coagulate. You want to pull it down so everything gets an even amount of chocolate chips. Just remember that if you're feeling like there needs to be a few more chocolate chips, that you can never have too much chocolate. So we're going to get this started mixing. See you guys when this is started. Now, to the untrained eye, there appears to be, when you pull up a scoop, plenty of chocolate chips in there. So you have lots of light and you have lots of dark, but personally, I'm much more of a chocolate chip person. So I'm going to add a few more. Add as much as you'd like, whatever makes you really happy. Personally, I like a good strong amount of chocolate chips. I find it has a very warming passion. Don't want to use too many or else it's going to overbear all the other ingredients, but more chocolate is always good. Alright, now that we've added the chocolate chips, we're going to go in for a second mix. We're going to make sure that this locks in place nicely. And we're going to mix in these delicious chocolate chips. Now make sure, while you're doing this, that you are to push down the ingredients. Don't get this caught in the machine. The ingredients are going to start to come up to the surface. So you want to push them down, make sure not to get this thing hooked. And once you think it's about ready, you're going to stop this. Try to scrape off any excess batter on here. Unlock it. And when you touch it, should be able to let go and have very little on your hands. Now there is a bit on my hands, as you can see. And the lighting should be right about there. There's some stuff on my hands. So we're going to add a little bit more flour. Now you're going to want to make sure not to add too much flour. This is very important. Flour is the thing that holds the cookies together. It's also the thing that makes them rise. So you're going to want to add just enough so that it doesn't really come off that much in your hands. You don't want it to be too puffy, or else your cookies will just look like less cookies than more just cookie balls. Now, the cookie dough should be pretty mixed so they unlock it. Always make sure to lock and unlock your machine. If you have one, I would always suggest you to lock it. Push this cookie dough back down. Don't want any of this escaping us, right? Can eat it all. Now, for what is left, you're going to want to grab some of it, put down, and you can see I have very, very little. I have almost nothing on my fingers right now. The cookie dough should be perfect since you put it down. Pretty much just some sugar crystals remain, letting you know that you have a very well done cookie dough. Alright, once you're done with that, you're going to detach your hook. Make sure you have as much of this off as you can, such as all of these chocolate chips. Don't want any of that going to waste, right? Never have too much chocolate. So my grandma always used to say, make sure to get it all off, because we are going to be putting this in the dishwasher. Now this is about what your cookie dough should be looking like. It has lots of chocolate chips in it. It has lots of space where there's less chocolate chips. And when you actually get out a thing to make your ball, you should have a very nice cookie dough ball. Alright, now that we have done that cookie dough, perfected it, you're going to take a little bit of spray. We're going to take our cookie pan sheet. Now I'm using a little bit of canola oil as our base. I'm just going to make sure it's a little bit far away. I'm just going to give it a little bit of spray. Don't want anything sticking to our cookie dough or our pan. Now once you remove your cookie dough off of the mixer, you're going to want to take it, put it right here, and make sure all of these sides have been pretty evenly incorporated into what we now know as cookie dough. It's gone from just pure ingredients to something much better. Make sure we scoop down the sides so nothing can escape us. Put this off to the side. And let's dig in. Now when making cookie dough balls, you're going to want to make sure to use the proper amount. I find that just above the limit is what is pretty good. Keeps you this, put it on the side, and pulling it off, you should have a lovely little ball of cookie dough with just the perfect amount of chocolate chips, a large amount. Now, this part is up for whatever you guys are feeling. If you guys want to do a 4x4, that's a-okay. A lot of people do. Personally, I like to give my cookies a little bit of room from the sides, from each other. So I generally go by a 3x4, 3 across, 4 down. And you're just going to want to fill these guys up. Alright, now that we have our cookies done, we have a lot of batter left, so we're just going to make a couple batches of cookies. And looking at them, it looks like they're a little bit dark, but that's because we added a little bit of extra time to let the chocolate kind of break up in there. So they'll look a little dark because they're a chocolatey flavor tint. Now we've already preheated our oven to 375, so we're going to go and put them in. Alright, now that we've already preheated our oven, we are going to take our lovely little cookies. We're going to put them in the oven. 375 degrees. Alright, now that the cookies should be about done. We had them cook for about 9 minutes, but they didn't seem to be good enough, so we set them in for about a minute and a half more, and they are this beautiful brownish color. We are going to set them on this hot pad right here, and should be right here. Just grab your favorite cookies, and take them and eat. Relax because they are so good. Look at that beautiful inside color. Alright, take and eat, enjoy with a glass of milk, and have a lovely time with these homemade cookies. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.